for agroforestry development and agroforestry promotion. हामीले एग्रोफरेस्ट्री कृषि वनको कुनै ठाउँमा स्पेसिफिक ठाउँमा पर्टिकुलर कुनै स्पेस पर्टिकुलर कुनै प्लेस अथवा जियोग्राफिकल इकोलोजिकल जोनमा हामीले एग्रोफरेस्ट्री डेभलप गर्नु पर्यो भने एग्रोफरेस्ट्रीको कुनै स्वरूपलाई फर्मलाई डेभलप गर्नु पर्यो भने what will be tree are the desirable and what tree are very selective and very important. And so this is the very important task for agroforestry development, any places, any agroecological zone. So first, we have to know the tree selection, what types of tree will any specific places for agroforestry development. So moving to the micro content. The micro content means the micro syllabus. The major syllabus this is the major syllabus, tree selection and crop improvement. 2.1 lecture number 2, the roles of tree in fulfilling the basic requirement of the people. And second, the characteristics of tree for agroforestry development and tree improvement. This is the second sub-heading. And under these two sub-headings, there are the 4 sub-headings. So we have categorized, divided into 4. Selection of tree, crop species for agroforestry, role of trees in fulfilling the basic needs of the people, common usage of trees in agroforestry systems, characteristics of tree for agroforestry development and tree improvement. These are some micro content. So this is the importance. So we have discussed in the first lecture, and we have discussed. So there are the many importance of the tree, the reducing tree stresses, increasing the neighborhood properties, reducing the FCT levels, managing so many importance. So we have discussed. We are discussing on later on subheading of this chapter. First, moving to the selection of tree crop species for agroforestry. Agroforestry को tree हामीले agroforestry कुनै ठाउँमा डेभलप गर्दाखेरि कस्तो खालको tree selection गर्ने. This is the introductory part. So background, the suitable tree species for agroforestry will be that one who is fallen leaves decompose with the fast tree. हामीले त्यस्तो एग्रोफरेस्ट्री ट्रीको स्पेसिसलाई हामीले सिलेक्ट गर्ने जहाँ त्यसको पातहरू झरेर त्यो डिकम्पोज हुन सक्छ. डिकम्पोज भएपछि हामीलाई के न्युट्रिएन्टहरू फास्ट डिकम्पोजिङ रेटमा डिकम्पोजिसन रेटमा गएर हामीलाई न्युट्रिएन्ट रिसाइक्लिङमा मद्दत पुर्याउँछ. The leaves of the most of the legumes tree species are small in size, decompose quickly and easily, and add a large quantity of organic matter and nutrient to the soils. So we have to choose those plants which are fall in the leguminous family. So leguminous plants are the benefiting crops plant than other plant. So one of the important decisions in agroforestry is selection of the species. So in agroforestry systems, people plant trees. People plant for fruit, fodder, fuel, shade, conservation, the purpose, and various other purposes. Since a large variety of the trees are available, which could grow in different edaphic climatic conditions, people can select trees of their choice very easily. So the each agroecological zone is has need to select the each crops. So they have specific importance in each agroecological zone. So, for example, in dry places, the Tectona grandes and the Epilipil and other species are fast-growing species, and in mid hills, so many other species are available in the mid hills, and likewise in high mountain areas, as birds and rhododendron. So many fast-growing species are available. In main criteria for the selection of the tree species is that it be liked by the farmers. Farmersले त्यो मन पराउनु पर्यो. होइन। अर्को क्राइटेरिया भनेको फार्मर्सले मन पराएको एउटा त फास्ट ग्रोइङ हुनै पर्यो, अर्को लेगुमिनेस हुनै पर्यो, डिकम्पोज विथ सोइल हुनै पर्यो, र अर्को फार्मर्सले मन पराउनु वेल नोन ट्री इज बेटर देन द अननोन ट्री। हामीले अननोन ट्री भन्दा वेल नोन ट्री इज बेटर because the farmers adopt that tree, those tree which are very adaptable in this in this area, this in the farmers area. So, but when a new species introduced, it is of course necessary to work with an unknown tree. So the new area, so new crop or so when introduce so when त्यसलाई हामीले केही समय लाग्छ। So what are the criteria of selection? So there are the different criteria, selection criteria of tree species for agroforestry. What are the criteria? That is considerable for agroforestry development for each regions, any regions. So first, income. So crop should be selected the which has a very high incomes. The crop, those crops selection the should be selected. The crop has a high income value, economic value, the high level income भयो भने त्यस्तो crop other the species. So low cost हुनुपर्छ, कस्तो छ त्यसको ग्रोइङ रेटहरू कस्तो छ, द ग्रोइङ द पर इयर अथवा पर मन्थ त्यसको ग्रोइङ रेट कस्तो छ। त फास्ट ग्रोइङ छ भने 1 वर्षमा हलक्क बढेर हामीले 2 मिटर 3 मिटरमा आउँछ भने द्याट इज द भेरी भ्यालुएबल क्रप फर द एग्रोफोरेस्ट्री डेभलपमेन्ट। सो फास्ट ग्रोइङ ट्री स्पेसिस आर जनरली सिलेक्टेड फर एग्रोफोरेस्ट्री डेभलपमेन्ट। The fifth, volume. That concerning the volume is a high volume holdings. So volume means we can measure the volume. How to measure the volume is in the later on lecture. And in about the volume, जस्तै हामीले भोल्युम नाप्दाखेरि हामीले कति क्युबिक सेन्टिमिटर काठ लिने भनेर भन्छौँ। त्यो क्युबिक सेन्टिमिटर्स जनरली लम्बाइ चौडाइ र त्यसको हाइट नापेर हामी लिन्छौँ। त्यो हुनाले भोल्युमलाई पनि विचार हाई भोल्युम होल्डिङ ट्री स्पेसिस जनरली सिलेक्टेड फर agroforestry development because they holds high incomes. The stem quality next is stem quality. The quality stem को काट एग्रोफोरेस्ट्री ट्री हामीले डेभलपमेन्ट गरिसकेपछि त्यसको स्टेम को क्वालिटी कस्तो छ, त्यसको गुणस्तर कस्तो छ, स्टेम काठ कस्तो छ। हामीले काठको लागि फर टिम्बर पर्पज well we are developing an agroforestry plan for timber purpose and टिम्बर पर्पजको लागि हामी एग्रोफोरेस्ट्री को रणनीति गर्दैछौँ भने टिम्बरको क्वालिटी पनि राम्रो पर्यो, त्यसको गुणस्तर राम्रो पर्यो, स्ट्रेटनेस राम्रो हुनु पर्यो, सिधा हुनु पर्यो ताकि त्यसको चौकोस राम्रो काठको कुनै खामाहरू राम्रो निस्कोस्, त्यसको चौकोसहरू राम्रो निस्कोस् हैन। अथवा अरू काठको जुन स्ट्रक्चरहरू छ काठहरू हामीले फर्निचरलाई दिँदाखेरि त्यसको पनि राम्रो क्वालिटीको काठहरू निस्कोस् भन्ने हो। द ब्रान्चिङ प्याटर्न नेक्स्ट इज ब्रान्चिङ प्याटर्न, लेस ब्रान्चिङ हुनु पर्यो ताकि मेन ब्रान्च राम्रो होस् र अरू साइड ब्रान्चहरू त्यति राम्रो नभए पनि हुन्छ। त्यो हुनाले मेन ब्रान्च हामीले चाहिएको हुन्छ टिम पर्पजको लागि। त्यो ब्रान्चिङ प्याटर्न लेस हुनु पर्यो ताकि सेडिङ प्याटर्न अरू क्रपलाई सेड धेरै सेड नदियोस्, द पार्सियल सेड प्रोभाइडिङ होस् भन्ने हेतुले पनि ब्रान्चिङ प्याटर्न कम भएको स्पेसिसहरूलाई क्रपहरूलाई हामीले वी हेभ टु सिलेक्ट। The third, next, woody density. Wood को density dense हुनु पर्यो, wood धेरै त्यहाँ dense हुनुको per unit एरियामा per unit per centimeter per meter त्यो जति हामीले लिन्छौँ त्यो काठको wood को density high हुनु पर्यो। अनि नेक्स्ट डफ रेसिस्टेन्स, एकदम हामीले सुक्खा ठाउँहरूमा पनि जहाँ रेन फेड कन्डिसन छ, जहाँ वी डिपेन्डिङ अन द स्काई रेन, त रेन आकाशिक पानीको रूपमा मात्र हामीले निर्भर रहन्छौँ, त्यस्तो ठाउँहरूमा हामीले ड्राफ्टहरू छ जहाँ सुक्खा छ, सुक्खाग्रस्त ठाउँहरूमा पनि यो टोलरेट गर्न सक्ने, सहन सक्ने, रेसिस्ट गर्न सक्ने रेसिस्टेन्ट स्पेसिस शुड बी सिलेक्टेड। The next and last, disease and pest resistant, the tree those we are going to select for agroforestry development and should be disease and insect pest resistance. That's all for about the criteria of the criteria of tree species for agroforestry development. Next, factors to be considered in tree selection for agroforestry development. So, what are the factors to be consideration in the tree selection for agroforestry development? So, that's a question. So, factors. There are the many factors, but basically there are the and categorized three factors. Agroforestry is a deliberately integration of the tree and crops in general in same unit of land. कुनै पनि एग्रोफरेस्ट्री भन्ने बित्तिकै हामीले वी हेभ डिस्कस इन द फर्स्ट लेक्चर सो एग्रोफरेस्ट्री भन्ने बित्तिकै एउटा इन्टिग्रेसन हो जस्तै इन्टिग्रेसन पार्ट हो र त्यसले सेम युनिट अफ ल्यान्डमा हामीले त्यसलाई के गर्छ त्यसलाई एउटा हामीले उत्पादन गर्छौँ र त्यसको फाइदा लिन्छौँ दोज ट्रीज एन्ड क्रप्स कम्पिट विथ इच अदर न्युट्रिएन्ट एन्ड मोइस्चर एन्ड लाइट त्यो इन्टिग्रेसन खास गरेर एग्रोफरेस्ट्री डेभलपमेन्टमा एग्रोफरेस्ट्री यसको फर्ममा यसको स्वरूपमा हामीले बेसिकली कम्पिटिसन हाई हुन्छ न्युट्रिएन्ट मोइस्चर एन्ड लाइट अहिले कुनै खाद्य त्यसको खाद्य पोषणको तत्त्वको हिसाबले त्यहाँको चिस्यान पानीको लागि र प्रकाशको लागि अति त्यहाँ के अरे प्रतिस्पर्धा हुन्छ therefore that there are the both and positive and negative interaction among the different components. So in component means there are the basically the basic three components. So one is a crop, the next is a tree, and the third one is a livestock. So तीनटा component को बीचमा पनि उनीहरुको बेसिक बढी प्रतिस्पर्धा हुने गर्छ र त्यो positively it might be a positive interaction, it might be a negative interaction. So in order to have a positive interaction among the different components, one must select a compatible component. So यदि positive interaction गर्ने हामीले त्यस्तो क्रपहरु छ भने हामीले त्यसलाई हामीले फर्स्ट प्रायोरिटी दिनुपर्छ हामीले सिलेक्ट गर्छ so that from a single unit of land a farmers cultivators maximize his production so that हामीले किनकि हाम्रो ultimate goal objective of the agroforestry development is to maximization our production. So ultimate goal लाई हामीले विचार गरेर हामीले त्यो क्रपलाई त्यो पोजिटिभ इन्टरेक्सन भएको क्रपलाई हामीले चुज गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ. While selecting tree species for agroforestry, there are three factors. So I'm talking the factors. So there are the basically three factors which are affecting in selecting agroforestry tree selection. So must be taken into consideration. So first factor, so while selecting a tree, कुनै ठाउँमा कुनै एग्रोइकोलजिकल जोनमा हामी ट्री को सिलेक्सन गर्दैछौँ भने there are the three factors. So one is climate, the next is soil, the third one is biotic factors. So the first climatic factors, and the tree is selected for agroforestry on the basis of climatic factors like hot deserts, cold deserts, humid tropical, subtropical, and temperate. So trees should be selected for very tropical climate. Tropical, do we have a very climatic means tropical, subtropical, temperate, so alpine, so the different climatic zone we have in Nepal. So those tree selection should be considered according to climatic type of the soil or ecological zone. So next factor is soil. Soil is another side factor which is quite important, and various soil conditions also affect the decision. Regarding choice of the species, several physical and chemical characteristics of soil such as texture, stoniness, drainage, plant formation, soil depth, aeration, water table, moisture regime, soil pH, soil nutrient, etc. are important for selection of the species. So third factor is biotic factors. Biotic means the biotic agent. What biotic agents are that the different biotic agents, so insect pests and disease and many rodents and many fauna available in agroforestry systems, and so the tree species should be selected the less affected from the fauna, so insect pests and diseases, and tree species should not damaged by the wild fauna. So the first come into the so we are discussing one by one the factors, climatic factors. Hot deserts, some species are very important for hot deserts, the prosperous चाहिने एरिया विभिन्न स्पेसिसहरू छ। ट्रपिकल सेमी एरिडमा धेरै स्पेसिसहरू छ। एल्बिजिया यिनीहरू, सो वी हेभ एल्बिजिया द प्रोसेरा, एल्बिजिया लेबेक, कालो सिरिसहरू यिनीहरू धेरै छ। त्यसै निमहरू धेरै छ। त्यसपछि सब ट्रपिकल सेमी एरिडमा पाइनस रक्सबर्गाई यिनीहरू त पाइनस चिर पाइन, जसलाई पाइनस रक्सबर्गाई, एकासिया मोडेटा, एकासिया स्पेसिसहरू, भौनिया स्पेसिसहरू, मोरस किम्बु, द फाइकस यिनीहरू पाउँछ। द टेम्परेट सेमी एरिड रिजनमा पनि पाइनसको छ। त्यसै जुनिफरसहरू, धुपीहरू, द ह्युमिड ट्रपिकल टर्मिनेलिया टोमेन्टसा, टर्मिनेलिया ग्रान्डिस, टेक्टोना ग्रान्डिस, टेक यिनीहरू हुन्छ। त हेमी ट्रपिकल मा केही फरक खालको स्पेसिसहरू, क्यालिप्टस मसलाहरू, लिप्टिसको प्लान्टहरू छ। त ह्युमिड टेम्परेटमा पनि अरू कुर्कसहरू यिनीहरू हुन्छ होइन। अनि खर्स्योहरू जस्तै बाँझहरू, सब ट्रपिकल सेमी एरिड एल्बिजिया, द सब ट्रपिकल ट्रपिकल एन्ड ह्युमिडमा युकालिप्टस, अनि सब ट्रपिकल ह्युमिडमा एल्बिजिया, टेम्परेट सेमी एरिडमा एकासिया यिनीहरू धेरै स्पेसिसहरू हुन्छ। यो स्पेसिसहरूको केही तपाईँहरूको इक्जाम्पल हुन्छ। तपाईँहरूले यो पनि केही स्पेसिस इक्जाम्पल मात्र हेर्नु होला र यसलाई इटालिक गरेको छैन, इटालिक पनि गर्नुपर्छ। नेपाल द मोस्ट The forestry of Nepal has described in one the basis of the level of altitude and different types of the climate under the following vegetation zones. So far we have divided into the 5 agrological zones. There's climatic zones in Nepal. So first tropical zones, so up to 1,000 meters of altitudes, altitudinal variations is fall under the tropical zones. So this zone is principally includes the tribe Bhavar and Dun. It's the inner tribe. It's a Bhavar and Dun is fall under the inner tribe valleys. It extends from the east to west up to 1,000 meters, and the major vegetation types are the sal forest. So tropical zones belongs to the sal forest. It's heavily dependent on the sal forest. Is a dominant of sal forest. The common trees associated that Patronilistia is a Bellarica, the Cebula, Dalbergia, Siso, Dalbergia, Pentagena, the Butia, Muspera, यिनीहरू केही स्पेसिसहरू छन्। त सब ट्रपिकल जोनमा 1000 देखि 2000 मिटरको हाइटमा इट कम्प्राइजेस द आउटर फुटहिल्स, लोअर पार्ट्स अफ द महाभारत रेंज, midland areas, Himalayas. The associated tree species are the Angeldia sapicata, Acer albumum, the Michaelia kishupa, Michaelia chumpaka, the Persia, the विभिन्न स्पेसिसहरू पाउँछ। फाइकसको स्पेसिसहरू पाउँछ। अनि temperate zone ma 2000 to 3000 meters belongs to temperate zones. The runs about the parallel and north to outer foothills from the east to west and include the mainly Mahabharat range and the southern side of the main Himalayan range. The forest is evergreen, majorly composed of the curals such as the Prisia, Dute, विभिन्न स्पेसिसहरू पाउँछ यो। And the next climatic zone is the subalpine zone. Subalpine zone is ranges from 3000 to 4100 meters above sea levels. It covers the part of the greater Himalayas. It is characterized by the silver fir, this Dhupisalla, and the birds, the Bhojpatra, rhododendron forest. खास गरेर धुपीसल्ला र भोटपत्रको सब अल्पाइन रिजनहरुमा यो very dominant species हो। The Juniferous rescue, Juniferous Cornuta, the Prunus cornuta, shrubs, clamber, hops, अनि विभिन्न खालको स्पेसिसहरु it belongs. And last alpine zones, the 4000 ranges from the 4100 meters to 5500 meters above sea levels. This zone association of juniper, rhododendrons, the धेरै काँडे धुपीहरु पाउँछ माथि हैन, तालिस पत्र काँडे धुपीहरु, जुनिफर, रोडोडेन्ड्रन्स, लालीग्रास, विभिन्न टाइपको लालीग्रासहरु पाउँछ। अनि the other is associated species are Lunicenera, Mytilus, Lunicenera lobata, Ephetra, the विभिन्न स्पेसिसहरु यहाँ पाइन्छ। त्यो 5500 मिटरसम्मको भेजिटेसन टाइप हुन्छ त्योभन्दा माथि हिउँले ढाकिएको क्षेत्रहरू पाउँछ so far over Nepal is divided into the 5 types of climatic regions. And this is the climatic regions. So we have discussed, this is just shown and in pictures. So next factor is soil factors. So soil factors belongs to different types. The soil means there are the different types of soil. So desert soils, deep-rooted species. So suitable species, deep-rooted species will पर्यो होइन त्यो विभिन्न खालको डिप रुटेड स्पिसिसलाई हामीले सोइलमा एग्रोफरेस्ट्रीलाई हामीले डिप रुटेड स्पिसिसलाई हामीले सिलेक्ट गर्ने एलुभियम सोइल एलुभियम टाइपहरूमा खयरहरू छ होइन यिनीहरू डालबर्जिया सिसोहरू छ ब्याम्बस आँपको के अरे सिमलको छ सैवा ब्याम्बक सैवा यिनीहरू छ यिनीहरू एलुभियल सोइलहरूको लागि यिनीहरू उपयुक्त हुन्छ र त्यस रेड सोइल्समा टिक जस्तै टेक्टोना ग्राटिस मधुवा 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 मधु मधुका इन्डिका मधु मैग्निफेरा इंडिका आँप सिसु डालबर्जिया कसिया निलोटिका से टिक है ल्यूकना ल्यूकोसेफाला जे इपिलिपिल नीम एन्ड ल्युकेटिस युक्यालिप्टस मसला हाइब्रिड एन्ड विभिन्न खालको डेन्ड्रोकलामस स्टिक्स भरेको जस्तो ब्याम्बू यिनीहरू विभिन्न खालको स्पेसिसहरू हामीले प्लम्स होइन द सोइल बिलोङ्स टु द रेड सोइल्स द ब्ल्याक कटन सोइल्स एन्ड सम ब्याक यदि सोइल इज ब्ल्याक कटन सोइल छ भने त्यसमा एकासिया निलोटका एकासिया ल्युकेना स्पेसिसहरू टेक्टोना ग्राटिकहरू यिनीहरू उपयुक्त हुन्छ भन्ने एक्जाम्पल छ हिल सोइल्स यदि हिल सोइलहरूमा छ जुग्लान्ड सेरेजिया हामीले ओखर एल्नस Nika, Alnas species, some of the Utis species, the Tuna serrata is a gravia, the Bimina Halco species we can select for those soils, hill soils. The black cotton soils, Acacia, Babla, Dale, Kaju, Teak, etc. It's a lateritic soils, eucalyptus, teak, rubber, or it's a Bimina Halco, I believe species we can select. The saline soil, alkaline soil, or so many, it's a neem. The Goraniums, eucalyptus, bupla, etc. we can select. So next factor is biotic factors. Biotic factors have told you what is the biotic factors. The previous slide we have discussed. So the choice of the species is very also governed by the biotic factors, such as the grazing, fire, and incitation of insect pests, etc. So firing or grazing, that is the man-made activities. The man-made activities fall under these categories. So biotic factors, मान्छेले गर्ने र जनावरले गर्ने अथवा अरू सानातिना जीव-जन्तुले गर्ने सबै प्रकारका क्रियाकलापलाई हामीले fall under the biotic factors. The plants, animals, and microorganisms are examples of biotic factors in the environment. The ones living plant and such as the dead leaves on the forest follow are also the biotic effects. So living plant or just the path or khasera pani teke kamharu garcha bhane that's a biotic limits or concern it includes the biotic it also includes the biotic elements. The mammals, nematodes, and insects, especially bark beetles, many browsing can be avoided with the use of the tree shelters. Humans and other creatures prey on the tree, and this is the clearly pathological to the forest on unsweetenable and especially industrial dimensions. However, due to the limited biodiversity and the reduced potentials for community resilience, the poorly planned at conventionally planted and this first cut. The forest plantations are often monocropped and very susceptible to subsequent insect for fungus infection. So monocrop ma body insect based लाग्छ so obviously and so biological agroforestry system less dangerous than for the biological damage. The forest entomology is the upset of the forest pathology. The forest entomology is the study of the insect and that live and interact with the forest ecosystem such as the mice, intermittent. Forest entomology also includes the control of insect pests that cause the degeneration, defoliation, र क्राउन डाइब्याक भन्दै सो कहिलेकाहीँ वनको कीट विज्ञान र वनको जुन रोग विज्ञानहरूले यिनीहरूले पनि यसमा अध्ययन गरिरहेको पाइन्छ बायोटिक फ्याक्टर्समा. So this is agrolical zones. We have discussed this picture only. This the picture and the now role of the tree for land use systems. So what are the importance of the roles? Role means the importance of the trees for land use systems or the agroforestry development. Agroforestry development को लागि tree को role के हुन आउँछ, के भूमिका छ? The trees for the product and service derived and like a food, arrival crust, vegetable, honey, pollen, animal product, fruit, nuts, mushroom, soils, nuts and leaves, shelter, energy, medicine, cash income, raw materials for craft, fodder, and forest resources. So many product we have. We have again from the forest land and the agroforestry product. These are some agroforestry major agroforestry product. These are the nutrients. For example, a variety of fruits and other edible products. So, tree is a food and nutrition को लागि so far we have discussed in importance of agroforestry. This is the similar points. Trees for shelter and other structure, the timber and poles. Tree for medicine, for example, variety of species for tree and shrubs as well as herbs. So again, we achieve the variety of medicines from trees and shrubs. Trees for cash, saving and investment, and products sold for cash are fruit, timber, and poles. Tree can help in conservation of the soil water, enhance the soil fertility, and improve the soil structure. Tree for livestock and beekeeping. Trees for maintain the environment. Tree for the latex. Latex that is the soap. हामीले जस्तै खोटो जस्तै रबर कम हामीले गम रेजिनहरू पाउँछौँ भने खोटो जस्तो खोटे सल्ला जस्तो पाइनस रक्सबा ब्रगाई जो चिर पाइन छ चिर पाइनबाट हामी रेजिन पाउँछौँ गमहरू पाउँछौँ जो मसला चाहिँ मौवाहरूको जब गमहरू बनाउँछ ल्याटेक्स रबर प्लान्टहरू पनि ल्याटेक्स हुन्छ एन्ड so fiber pulp for paper, tannin, lac productions for thatching and hedging material. हामीले माथिबाट केही राख्नुपर्ने thatching र घरको लागि छाउनुपर्ने hedging materials, gardening materials, silk stick, stacking material, poles, fencing materials, hunting of the tools, etc. So those materials are achieved from the forest, agroforest land. The recreation, agrotourism, and sports, hunting sector, ecological, socioeconomic services, खालको रोल ट्रीहरूले ट्री गर्दाखेरि रुखले हामीलाई दिन्छ भन्ने हो. So importance of the tree, this is the importance, so many importance the tree has. Common uses of tree in agroforestry systems. So what are the common uses? The tree is home garden, path, roadside, public places, tree in cropland and pasture, tree in alley cropping. Alley croppings. This alley cropping is one type of agroforestry systems. So we are discussing on later. The tree is contour line and water ways, living fence, borderline planting and pruning. The planting trees for windbreaks and shelter beds, tree on earthworks or soil conservation, the woodlot production, 14 bank for livestock, recreation, agrotourism, sports, hunting, etc. So this is the product of agroforestry woodland. So this is the craft part from the agroforestry part. So the agroforestry has is provides the very different functions, different basic needs. One is basic needs, essential requirement of people. Basic needs, that is safety needs, security, physiological needs, food, water, warmth, rest. These are the very basic needs. And psychological needs, the state needs, the prestige and feeling of the accomplishment, the belongingness, and the love needs, the intimate relationship, friends. These are the psychological needs, and the self fulfillment needs that are the self actualization, achieving one's full potential, including creative activities, that the self-fulfillment needs. So it divided into the, we have discussed the basic needs, basic requirement of the people. What are the basic requirement of the peoples, and tree, what parts of the tree is providing uh, for the basic requirement of the uh, of people. Potential species for agroforestry systems. So far, we have discussed in the climatic zones, टिममा टी स्पेसिस टिक, विभिन्न खालको टिकहरू अहिले ट्राइब रिजनमा टिकहरू धेरै हुन्छ, अरू स्पेसिसहरू पनि छ, द ट्री द्याट प्रोभाइड द फुड एन्ड नट्स। अनि कोकोनट यिनीहरू, ब्रेड फ्रुट, कफी, विभिन्न कोका, यिनीहरू विभिन्न टी, विभिन्न स्पेसिसहरू, पपाया, यिनीहरू छ। Tree species for essential oil. Essential oil means the oil जुन अहिले सुगन्धित तेलहरू छ त्यसको लागि हो। स्यान्डल नाइट, विभिन्न कोकोनट, ढिलो, यिनी विभिन्न अगरुड, यी विभिन्न छ। त्यसमा मल्टिपर्पज ट्रिजमा अरू खालको